So this is Sheila for Island Diaries with CalMac, and we're going to visit some of our friends and see how they're getting on. Tell us, what's new with you?
Painting the house, whitewashing the house.
Got a new pressure washer.
A new pressure washer delivered, and then we hired a genie that takes you right up to the top of the house, a genie lift.
I wish it was a genie that did the painting.
And it's still not finished, I have to say.
Well, what's new? It feels like it's a lot of the same. What we do as a shop has definitely evolved. You know, we're doing a lot more customer deliveries. Every day we've probably got between 10 to 20 deliveries going out the door, and a lot of pre-shopping, so people emailing and calling orders in, so it's getting prepared by us as personal shoppers. So the other thing that's new is that it's raining, so that's affected everybody's suntans that have been queuing outside our shop, because we've been promoting a healthy vitamin D intake by doing the 2 meter distancing queuing. Another thing that's changed, we've had to be very innovative. This is a pizza pack. So this is frozen pizza puffs, frozen mozzarella, and we are selling loads of those with really yummy tomato sauce and things like that. So there's a lot of, I think, fun being had in the village with people cooking and trying different things with their kids, which is really nice.
It's been a very, very busy time here. We are just coming to the end of lambing now, so I think we've got something like 6 sheep left to lamb. We're mid-calving, so that's kind of all go. I think all the spring cereal work is done, so all the barley is planted, and Daddy Donald, he's done his work on the other farms on the island, so we're just kind of getting caught up, kind of to move forward almost into the start of the summer work.
Things are just carrying on Mull really well. The community has continued to pull together, of course, and we're doing lots of new stuff. I've been in the garden much more, and we already have lots and lots of things planted, possibly a wee bit ahead of the last final frost. There's a worry about that with some things. We've been getting very enthusiastic about it. But all the tatties, etc., are all in the ground, so that's all great. My little boy's got quail's eggs, which is a new thing to us, given we've got plenty time to be working on new stuff like that. He's always had chickens, but we're going to be trying to bring up quails, so that's quite a fascinating and new experience for me.
So you're all coping with lockdown, keeping busy, or how's it going?
There are moments, there are times you miss normality, I suppose, of how life was before, with guests coming in and out of the house. In the mornings it's completely strange not getting up so early and going down and doing breakfast, but I suppose I've adapted to it.
Adapted well to the mornings.
I mean, I do miss folk. I quite like getting out and about and seeing folk, but I don't really mind it, to be honest. I mean, it's kind of just outside all day, every day, it's quite my thing,
I think having the shop open and having a good routine of getting up and going to work and seeing folk, we're in a much better place than most people, because we do have that interaction and contact, and with our staff too, who are fantastic. So we're working with the same members of staff. Touch wood, we haven't gotten sick, so it really has felt like kind of a family, which has been really nice.
I think all the kids are struggling a little bit, with the balance between the homeschooling, the online homework they've got to do, and not seeing their friends, but they are allowed to go out and exercise, but they never want to do that when you want them to do that, and we're somewhat stuck in the shop. That's just the position we're in, so it is a challenge, but I think they're doing okay.
And I think we have now increased sympathy with the olden days where kids were just told to go outside. So we've got 3 dogs to walk, and they just get instructed to go outside for an hour and a half, and we'll see you back at 6 o'clock. So that's working out
pretty
all
much.
right. Yeah.
There's certain things have been difficult. It's maybe been more difficult to get supplies than usual, but we seem to have managed to find a way, one way or another. The idea of sharing machinery, that kind of thing, that's obviously, there is quite a risk in there, so we are trying not to do that. So what that has actually meant around here is for our own jobs that my wee Donald, he's actually been more involved in the tractor work than he would have been, much to his delight. So he's out doing the Big Daddy's jobs. So, you know, we have found a way of working through everything so far, I would say.
Aye, the weather's been just amazing. It's been almost a bit of torture in some ways because, you know, normally in good weather we'd be out and about doing boat trips, hanging out with puffins, a bit of puffin therapy, visiting staff, and of course we've not managed to do that at all. However, it has made it more tolerable to be stuck at home in the garden, etc.
That's great. Have you been doing anything different in terms of, you know, virtual meetings or, you know, virtual quizzes or anything like that at all through Zoom or FaceTime or anything like that?
Keeping very busy with things like Zoom quizzes, which Millie's actually been involved in. So Millie could probably tell you a wee bit more about that.
I've been helping my friend set up a quiz on like Messenger for like everyone, all my friends and everyone to join, so that we've got something to do like on a Friday night.
In our time off, we're trying to catch up with family and friends, and I mean, there's not a lot of time. By the time we've you know, arranged everything with the shop and prepared for the next day, and then we have to phone everyone and take payments, you know, take card payments. Once that's done, it's glass of wine and crash out in front of the TV.
You know,
really.
I think we're a bit different because in our jobs we're talking to people every day, and that is an important aspect of our job. A lot of that is now on the phone. People want to chat. Actually, when we have time off, we kind of just
We don't want to talk.
We don't want to talk to anybody.
I think, you know, things like Zoom, these kind of things. I mean, we're now having meetings. So I periodically have meetings on Zoom. The Women's Guild met the other day on Zoom. All these, you know, things people are finding a way through them. And if there's somebody out there that maybe isn't that terribly confident with computers, that they're maybe getting talked through it to try and pull them in.
In a previous incarnation, I used to run the local pub quiz a good number of years ago, maybe 15, 20 years ago, and various of us very local here, just in the Penmore area, which is where I live, thought it would be good to run a wee quiz. So we did that via Zoom. It was very successful. Everyone seemed happy. I say very successful, that's what they told me anyway. So I've handed over the baton to the winners of last week's one, and next week we'll have another one. And yeah, these little things just keep everyone going, manage to keep the social fabric joined together.